The first thing we're going to do today is take our train ticket page. I didn't have a printer, so I just kind of freehanded these, but it's the same idea. So I'm going to color each of these. I'll just do one for the example, but I want to make a pattern on the train ticket, so I'm going to do green, yellow, white, green, yellow, white, green, yellow, white. I'll go back and fill these in. All right, the next thing we're going to do is cut out each of the train tickets. If your student needs you to put an extra line here just as a visual for where to cut, that's fine too, just to make it a little bit bolder. If we're still cutting or practicing simple cutting, then it's good to give that extra visual cue. Okay. These edges are a little bit tricky. So open, close, open, close. Remember to use that helper hand to help you turn the page. Your dominant hand shouldn't really be moving at all. Okay, so we'll do this and we'll cut out all three of them, and then we'll move on to the next activity. For this next step, we'll need a hole puncher. I have one of these. This is what I like to use with the kids because it provides resistance, but it isn't as tricky as the original hole punchers where you have to really squeeze, because those your student might need some support to squeeze those completely. So with the hole puncher, I want to use our left hand or non-dominant hand to hold the paper, and we're going to put the paper between the hole puncher, and I want to put a hole in each of the white spots. So wherever we didn't color, we're aiming for those white spots. Okay, so we're punching our tickets. This works on pincer grasp and overall fine motor strength. Alright, and last one. Any of the white spots are going to get a hole punch. Alright. We're also going to do a little bit more cutting just to make coins. We're creating tickets and coins to put inside of our container. So I have paper straws. Plastic straws will also work well for this if you have any laying around the house. And I'm going to take my scissors, put my thumb in the top and 2 fingers in the bottom, and I'm just going to cut little strips. You can do them uneven, and then you can also work on motor planning by asking your student to pick up the large piece or the small piece or the medium-sized piece. You can order these from biggest to smallest, or if you have different colored straws, you can lay them out on the table and ask them to pick up one color at a time. And this will work on following directions and motor planning. I'll do a few teeny tiny ones. These paper ones are trickier to cut than the plastic ones. Okay, the last step is preparation. I'm going to use a Pringles can because it has this nice lid. And if you have a coffee can or yogurt or anything with a little lid that you're able to cut, then you can use that. What I'm going to do is take the lid off, and I'm not going to be able to fit my hole puncher around here, so I will just draw a circle and I'm going to use a knife or scissors to cut that out. And I'm also going to leave space and cut out a rectangular slot. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this. This is not something for the students to do. This is something that the adult has to prepare for the student. So we'll do that next. Okay, I made sure that both of my pieces would fit on top. And now what we would do is spread out the straws, place the tickets. So we're going to ask the student, please put your yellow and green ticket inside of the container. We'll pick it up. Your non-dominant hand is holding the container and your dominant hand positions it in. And then you need to use 4 dotted straws to pay for that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's your entrance. Next, please pick up your dark green ticket and put it in the container. And that will cost 2 striped straws. 1, 2. Okay. Next is, please pick up your yellow ticket and put it in. And that cost 3 polka dot straws and 1 striped straw. 3, and my striped straw. Okay, this is a good activity to work on motor planning, fine motor coordination, and some hand strength.